Mehanni, and this week's Gymstick tip is going to be an exercise that works back and front. How's it even possible? Well, with a Gymstick, everything's possible. I often say to people when they come to my trainings, you might be asking yourself, what can you possibly do with this thing, a stick and 2 bands? And I say, by the end of today, you'll be asking, what can't you do with a stick and 2 bands? So let's get into the first position. So, place the stick into the hips, bend over, and today we're putting both bands on our right foot. So I've got both bands on my right foot here. So what I'm going to do now is place the stick just in front, and I'm going to do this in this specific order. The right leg where the bands are attached, that steps over. The left leg steps into the triangle that's been created by the bands. So basically your left foot is between the stick and your right foot. So once you've picked up the Gymstick, it's going to make a little bit more sense. The banded foot is in front and you're standing on your left foot. And that's the best and easiest way to get into this position. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add some tension on, but we want to make sure the arms stay straight. Now lift up that right leg and you're going to kick that right leg forwards. Now, adding as much tension as you possibly can is good for this exercise because it will help with your balance and also with feeling this in the quads. So you're going to be doing it like a knee extension. Yeah, I know. Isn't that cool? Knee extension standing. It's not that easy to do with anything else, that's for sure. So, you're going to kick that leg out, hold the stick still, keep the arms really straight, right? So you don't want to lift up through the neck and the shoulders. So what we'll do is we'll do that for 16 repetitions or 30 seconds. Now you can use your phone to set a timer, or you can download the Gymstick music from powermusic.com. They're a great selection of music for all sorts of different programs, and they also host our Gymstick music. So after 30 seconds, or you follow the music prompts, have a little 10-second break, and then we're going to add the arms. So you will need to take tension off here because you want to make sure that the arms actually move considerable distance behind the back and not just a little bit. So take some tension off, and now add the extension to the back. Now make sure that your palms are facing away from you and not facing towards you because of the way it changes the position of the shoulders. So kicking forwards, pulling the Gymstick back, and this is where the magic happens with feeling this in the anterior part of your torso. You definitely feel this in your abdominals. It's quite amazing that you feel it there when you're not doing a sit-up or a plank or a crunch. But we're beginning to understand that abdominals do something other than those sorts of activities too. So, holding the leg up, kicking out, and stretching the arms all the way back. Now make sure that you don't have too much tension, that you end up only being able to move your arms a little bit. You want to be able to move your arms a lot. So we do this for 30 seconds, have another little 10-second break, and then we're adding a step forwards. So you're going to lunge forwards, pull the stick back, and come back to balance. Lunge forwards, pull the stick back, back to balance. So stepping forwards, and what you try and do is see if you can hold yourself in that balanced position just for a moment, yeah? So you're not losing your balance too early and dropping forwards. Now, if you're a Gymstick instructor, watch for this technical error. So as people come forwards, a lot of them will want to drop their head forwards in an effort to try and lift their arms up by levering their torso forwards. Encourage them to keep their eyes up and looking forwards so that they get more of an awareness of how their abdominal muscles are helping with maintaining tension so they can take that arm back behind the body. This is going to get your heart rate up for sure. So then after we've done 30 seconds of that, we have a 20-second break, which is in the music. You place the stick on the floor, transfer both bands to your left foot, stand back up again add a lot of tension for the first exercise, and start the whole process again. Whoa. So now we're moving on the opposite leg. Add the arms, and then lunge forwards. So the Gymstick workout, when we do the trios, covers the full body, the whole body. Almost every single exercise will have a bit of an emphasis on one thing, but then it will incorporate all the other muscle groups, so heart rate will go up, etc. And that's why it's such an effective exercise. As we say in Gymstick, it's simply effective. So if you're super keen to find out more information about how to get educated on how to use a Gymstick or become an instructor, please contact me through my website, mariettamehanni.com, or you can send me an email, marietta.mehanni@gymstick.com, and I'll be able to respond to your requests regarding training or where you can locate it around the world. And that's this week's Gymstick tip.